What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Devin the Dream Haney, Regis, Prograis. Look, Devin Haney, Regis Prograis, first 2 rounds, pretty even. Gave the first round to Regis with the feints, with the good defense, because Devin Haney started quickly throwing the jab in the right hand. Now, that's something him and his father, Bill, worked on in the gym. You can tell. And I think Devin Haney was intending on making Regis respect his power, because that was the thing. He was a pillow puncher. He doesn't really have a punching power. That was the narrative following Devin the Dream Haney, okay? But round 3 showed otherwise. Devin Haney caught him with a sharp 1-2. That right landed right on Regis Prograis. He has a tendency to lean in so he can be ready to land that left hand cannon, okay? And he got caught. He got caught and he went down. And he went down, you know, decent knockdown. Devin Haney, after that, stole the show, okay? He stole the show. He was able to jab, move the opposite direction, stay away from that left hand, okay? Move to his left, away from the left of Regis Prograis. Jab, jab, right hand, left hook to the body, left uppercut upstairs. Then that was something that I was really impressed with Devin Haney. Then Devin Haney started catching Regis Prograis and making him stumble. So basically these shots were hurting and affecting Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis did not land a solid overhand left the whole fight. So if you have anything about habits or discipline, yeah, you have to give it to Devin Haney. Devin Haney showed that he could hurt Regis Prograis, but he showed that he's also disciplined to follow a game plan from his father. However, based on that game plan, based on the discipline that we was able to see him execute, it also disappoints me, because what goes hand in hand with discipline is the ability to make your own decisions based on the progress of you beating Prograis. Okay, that's the problem. See, the problem was Devin Haney knew he could hurt him, and he knew he could go for the knockout, but he chose not to. I think at this time, you need to start making your own decisions based on what you're doing in the ring. He should have took Regis out, because see, Regis was no longer feigning. He was no longer slipping that right hand or that right hook that was chopping at him. He was no longer able to do that because he looked tired. I think we've seen a guy in Regis Prograis that looks older. He looks not in his peak. The peak has sailed, okay? And based on what I saw, he could have decided to do the right thing. Now, the question you ask yourself, are you more impressed with Devin Haney following a good game plan, obeying orders from his trainer/father, or going out there taking the initiative and getting Prograis out of there, the first to do it of your kind, because this is the second pro fight of Regis's career. And if you were able to come to a weight class and stop the guy that was already there, I think, in my opinion, I feel that Devin Haney should have stopped him in his hometown in San Francisco, took the initiative. Yes, we've seen this happen. We've seen this work. We've seen him jab. We've seen him jab, uppercut, left hook to the body, right uppercut, right, jab, right hand. We've seen that. We've seen Devin Haney hit Regis Prograis with everything that he could muster. Everything. We've seen him do it. We've seen him box him all night. Okay, what else do you have? How did we get off this ride? Show me something else. Great, the discipline is good. That shows you know how to obey. But do you know how to execute and close the show? Okay, that's a part of ring generalship. That's a part of you being more appealing. That's a part of people wanting to see you in the ring. That's a part of your marketability. It's a part of you filling seats. It's a part of you showing that you're able to compete at a higher weight class. But if you're able to hurt that guy, you're able to drop that guy, that means you're able to stop that guy. And we didn't see it, and I'm disappointed. But That was the only thing that I was disappointed with Devin Haney from. The power's there. It came up. I think that he was weight drained at 135. I think at 140 he's a lot better. I'm not sure about 147 because I think that Regis Prograis was limited. Now the question you have to ask yourself: how good was Devin Haney versus how bad was Regis Prograis? I still think Regis would have lost being more active and more busy. I think the fight would have then came down to the frustration of how Devin Haney approaches busy fighters, aggressive fighters. And he doesn't, it's not an appealing thing to see. See, what Devin Haney does. Devin Haney, he's a good boxer, good pure boxer, but he's more like Floyd Money Mayweather versus Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. And one thing about Floyd had the dog in him, the same shit that Terrence Crawford has. Okay, you know, he's more of a guy that's more controlled based on what it is. Now, you can blame your father all day, but, you know, he got the job done. Was it effective? Yes. Was it all that exciting? No, especially if you can be more ambitious and do more. Now, I know the underlying thing is you don't want to be like Anthony Joshua trying to overcommit to like Andy Ruiz and stop the whole, you know, cortex of the heavyweight division doing so. I get that also. But then again, you don't want to have a fight where a guy's trying to fight you and all you can do is jab and grab. People hate that shit. It sucks. Okay? But other than that, Devin Haney, 120 to 107, all three scorecards. That is absolutely a shutout. And the only thing that you can reach or complain about is him doing more and stopping the show. Because at that point, we've seen everything that Devin Haney can do versus everything that Regis could do. Regis could do a limited amount of things in the ring, obviously. So it's up to Devin Haney. Let me put him out of his misery, unless, like I said in the live stream, shout out to you that was there, unless he wanted to purposely punish Regis Prograis. But no, he was just following the game plan. So that wasn't the case. You know, so I think, you know, if he's going to... See, picture this. Devin Haney is a guy that, you know, he's a very good fighter, talented. His punching power will move up. I don't know how many weight classes, but it's definitely moved, you know, from 135 to 140. I think he's stronger. Well, I think he needs to take the initiative and start knocking people out. Because what's going to happen is you have guys that like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis. You have guys that are fighting in that weight class now. They're done with 135. They're on up to the next score. So since they're done with 135, they're at 140. And if you can convince Eddie Hearn to convince Golden Boy to take a fight with Devin Haney, well, Devin Haney is going to have to show how appealing he will have or make for that particular fighter. If he wants Ryan Garcia, and I think that's the easiest makeable fight that you can have. Can he outbox Ryan Garcia? Hell, I think so. I think Ryan's just fast and he's a hooker. You know what I mean? But I think, you know, the height and the reach, they're about the same height, same reach. Okay, so it will be something interesting, but based on what I saw tonight against someone that is not, you know, Devin Haney still has to take the initiative, because what if he gets dropped? And, you know, what about decisions that are close? You know, he's at risk having close calls. You know, sometimes you don't do enough to win, but then sometimes you don't do enough to lose. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Devin Haney dominating Regis Prograis. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!